Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today we'll be drafting a Ravnica Allegiance, so let's jump in. And just for the record, this is a traditional draft, so best of 3, therefore we will be looking for some sideboard cards. Let's pay 1500 gems. And what do we start with? This is not bad. Let's read Teysa. I actually don't remember. Creature dying causes trigger ability and it triggers twice. So basically, Afterlife triggers twice. Yeah, that sounds like a good pick. Orzhov is really strong thanks to Afterlife, and if we can get double Afterlife, that sounds pretty good. There are actually like 3 first picks I wouldn't mind picking. Actually, more than that. These two, I wouldn't even mind picking like the Scavenger on first pick. I mean, it's not amazing, but I can imagine worse picks. But Teysa is just too good. Now we'll be looking for everything with Afterlife. Sacrifice 2 other creatures. Any number of target players, you choose 2 life, sacrifice a creature, you add 2 black and draw a card. Well, if we get enough tokens, and in combination with Teysa, when the Afterlife creatures proc twice, holy crap, this could be good. Should I pick the Sphinx? A huge flyer, immune to half of the removal. I don't think this is like exactly the card that we are looking for. I try to take the Enforcer, to be honest. I think I'll take the Enforcer. Maybe it's a mistake, but I really want to prioritize creatures with Afterlife as much as possible. Based on my experience that I have with Allegiance drafts, you can get like the Inheritance very late. So I'll take Messenger here. I would be surprised if you get like the Vampire back even. The final payment you can get quite late. I think the Thrill here. And now it's time to take the final payment. Okay, so this is the first pack where we don't really get anything. We could take Chastika's Portal to protect Teysa. I'm not saying that we're gonna play it, but I think I'll take it. We'll see if we can fit it in or not. Wow, this is interesting. Pick 8, and we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Another Messenger. And look at that, there is a Scavenger. Yeah, I was thinking about it in the previous pack. Okay, expose the Daylight for sideboard. We want to be fast, so maybe the Officer isn't bad. There is the Inheritance, and both Inheritance and the Vampire. I actually think this is a deck for the Vampire more than for the Inheritance, so I'll take that. Blade Brand, probably won't be playing that, but I mean, it's not bad. Okay. Another Throw, White, Imp. The Orator is quite bad. We could splash Battle, but I'm not sure that I want to splash red just for that. I mean, of course, it's a premium removal. How does our curve look like? Now, let's take another Thrill. Okay, in this case, it's gonna be a little bit of money drafting. Final payment would be the pick probably there wasn't the ooze, but I want to have that for constructed. The Fiend works with Kaisa. Other than that, maybe look at Consigned to the Pit is quite expensive. Yeah, let's take the Fiend. Let's try to stay as cheap as possible. Make those trolls like top of our curve, and we'll play 16 lands, maybe. Okay, the second pack is definitely weaker than the first one. We have the Panther, but nothing else. And the Panther is not amazing for this deck. Another Fiend, I think. What is this? Target player discards a card. If I've taken that Bedevil, I'll probably take the Guild Mage as well. But here I'll take another Fiend. Vampire or Infiltrator. Sacrifice another creature. If you do, it can't be blocked. We may want to sacrifice creatures like the Fiend. Or when we have Kaisa, we may want to sacrifice a creature to get a double proc of Afterlife. So far we don't have that much Afterlife though. I'll still take that Infiltrator. Drill bit, but I hope I won't have to play it. Sentinel's Mark could be good in our deck. Nothing here. I don't want to play Relative Blade. I think it's for 4 mana, it's a bit too expensive, but who knows. If we get more Afterlife cards, we could end up playing it. God, this pack is horrible. Okay, Lumbering Battlement. Problem is this doesn't work with Afterlife because it exiles creatures so they don't leave tokens behind. But it's a still huge creature. I think I will take it, but where the hell are all our creatures with Afterlife? How many 4-drops do we have? 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5 drops. I'm thinking about the Night of Sorrows because of the Afterlife. If we didn't have Teysa, I'd probably take the Imp. But you want to prioritize the Afterlife as much as possible. Another Bedevil, Messenger, and the Grotesque Demise. Well, I think now it's too late to take Bedevil. If I'd have taken the first one, then I would take the second one. But I'll just take Demise. This is a nice pack. I want to take the Racketeers. How many 2-drops? We are missing the basic card for what we are trying to build. Those Oligarchs, 2 mana, 2/1 Vigilance, Afterlife 1. Let's take the Flyer. We need it for the curve. Night of the Last Breath. The Afterlife 3 is nice, but for 7 mana it's too expensive for our deck, so I'll take Racketeers again. The Juggler is decent. And We have more than enough 5 drops. I'm not a big fan of the Vampire or the Shade, so I'll take the Guild Gate, some mana fixing. Maybe second Panther, because Death Touch is deadly against green. Not much to see in this pack. Let's take Drill Bit just because it's in our colors. Second Scavenger, another, what is it, 4 drop? Do we have Exposed to Daylight? We do have 1. Consigned to the Pit, but I don't want to play 6 mana removal. I just want to play creatures. 1 more Fiend, but we don't want to play 3. Okay, it started really well, but in the end we didn't get enough of the creatures that we are looking for, I think. I'll probably play only 1 Panther. And with case I want to play more Fiends, but maybe I'll even cut 1 in the end. Portal, don't think we can afford to play that. Not sure about Blade Brand. Let's leave it in the deck for now. It could be good with like a Fiend. We could even end up like trading 2 for 1. Actually, we'll definitely end up trading 2 for 1 this way. Or... yeah, it kills the creature it blocks. And then it pings another one with Death Touch. That's a pretty decent combo. Enforcer, Priest you want to keep. That's a sideboard. Get rid of blue. Get rid of both Drill Bits. Locket. We'll see about Relative Battle. I'll get rid of it for now. Reclamation, all of the Rakdos stuff can go. Ooze, Regenesis, and we have 43 cards. I think I can't afford to play 16 lands in this deck. I'll probably cut the Infiltrator, although we don't have that many 3-drops. Can probably count the Juggler as a 3-drop. I'll cut the Mark. And the Knight, we have more than enough 5 drops, and I think from the 5 drop that we have, the Knight is the weakest one, even with the Afterlife. How many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 drops. Yeah, definitely can't play 16 lands with 6 5 drops. 1 more card. I mean, it's tempting to cut a Swamp. How many creatures do we have? 21. We have what? We have 1 removal, pseudo removal, and Blade Brand. But as I said, in the combination with the Fiend, it can be really deadly. If I keep both Scavengers, I definitely want to keep some cheap creatures. One Fiend, maybe? Even thinking about just cutting the Panther. Now let's get rid of the Pegasus. It doesn't really do anything in our deck. No synergies. With so many creatures, that's 20. I'm even thinking about playing Relative Battle. I don't know what to cut. Now let's just leave it as it is. What about our mana base? How many white cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 7 white sources. Yeah, I think we want to be a little bit black heavy in the mana base. We need 1 plains. We don't have anything that would require 2 white. Okay, this looks good. Let's see how it works. We have some pretty good combos in the deck. Problem is if we don't get the combo pieces, this deck could be quite toothless. You'll just have a bunch of 1/1s and like 2 3s. Priest, Rocketeers, sure. On draw, I think I'm gonna keep. We have both colors. And now we have enough mana for everything. Oh, that's enough. Didn't expect that. Well, I'm glad that it's gone. Actually, surprised that he sacrificed the Biomancer. Okay, you are probably facing Feral Mistake. I'm not gonna sacrifice anything here. Actually, wait, we are sacrificing when it comes into play. Yeah, but I'm still not gonna sacrifice anything, or am I? Won't do anything for quite a while. Yeah, let's actually do it. I want to see what we are about to draw. That's fine. Let's attack first. How much damage is it? 7? No, I don't want to block. Let's try to race. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Does it have trample? Yep. 6, 12. We take 9. That is way too much mana for this deck. Oh, 5. Yeah, we can survive one more turn, but we'll end up with an empty board. Well, against green, I want the Panther, Cat, Fiend. Drill bit. Actually, both drill bits. It's just a non-land card. Yeah, we want to discard those big threats. And we're gonna kick one Rocketeer. And maybe one Scavenger. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep, but this is again a pretty bad draw. I need to draw 1 drop or 2 drop next turn. And also a land would be nice. There's that 1 drop. If he decides to block with the druid, I'll gladly trade. If not, then we can play the juggler. That's 5 mana for the druid next turn. That's fast. And I can't drill bit and cast something. Look at that. That's what I call an insane draw in limited. So we send the messenger. The Panther can't block the Ceratog, so we may as well send both. Okay, we'll have to just fly over. How much do we take next turn? He attacks with the druid. 7. I think now it's time for Teysa. Because she can block the druid. She can block the biomancer. I think our win condition in the end is the vampire. Do we have to start blocking next turn? Now let's get ready. 1, 2, 3. How much money do we have? 5. The Fiend, that's 2 damage. I have to block the Ceratog with Juggler. Okay, that's fine. If he sacrifices the locket, he'll be down to what? Down to 3 mana? 4 mana? Okay. So we can final payment, take the fiend, that is already 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. And even if he counters it, he's still dead. Again, wrong. Sacrifice a creature, kill this one. Sacrifice this one. Target. Target. Good. So did we learn anything new? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the deck as it is. Problem is, if he has a... or on play, when he gets a draw like this, we'll be just too slow unless we get like ideal draw. And this is far from ideal draw. Oh, both top, damn. I'll save the Blade Brand. We need to draw that imp, or how that thing is called. This is a great draw though. It's gonna slow him down quite a bit, hopefully. But I want that combo with the imp, where we kill a blocker and then it kills something else. I think that could be our way how we win this. This is also not bad. It's 5 lands. We have to slow him down. Let's play the scavenger. If he draw a land next turn, we could like attack, play the Juggler Panther, have mana open for Death Touch, something like that. Playing the Panther and Drill Bit for 3 sounds a little bit too expensive. Wow, this thing is nasty. That's great. Just discarded 2 cards, basically. Now, if he could kill the Beastmaster on this turn, then I think the Lumbering Battleman next turn. Wow. What the hell does he have? Wow, I'm a bit confused. You could have discarded the Wrecking Beast because it's 7 mana. If I attacked... we can play the Juggler. And the plan is basically if he draws the land, then we block the hybrid. Okay, good. I don't want to play the Battlement unless for 5, and I'm not sure I want to. Actually, we can do it. Attack. Now play the Battlement. exile the scavenger. And next turn we play the Racketeers. When the Battlement dies, Scavenger comes back, eats Racketeers, grows out, we scry. Yep, that's not big enough. Oh, 6, 7. We have 8 life. I'll gladly trade 2 for 1 here. It's a little bit too late for the priest. And now we have ammo for the final payment. Okay, does he block the thrall? Well, let's find out. You may want to double block the scavenger, which is of course like ideal situation. Do you have a combat trick? Nope. So, sacrifice a creature, target a creature, pay mana, sacrifice a creature, submit, ping phase, and fizzle the brawl. Good. Damn, that was tough. I don't mean the last game wasn't that bad, but like overall the match was pretty challenging. So we have 2 1-drops and nothing else, but on draw I'm gonna keep, and hopefully the deck delivers. We have a 4-drop. Our opponent went down to 6, now we have a 3-drop. What do we start with? No. Let's start with the land. That sounds like a good plan. And now the fiend. If I could choose, I'd rather first trade the fiend and the panther later. There's our land, great. And we're gonna pass. I'll trade the fiend for the oligarch. Wow, fiend is so deadly now. Won't be attacking. I want to trade the fiend for the vampire and the oligarch. What do we discard? Probably racketeers. Okay, good. So far, deck is cooperating. It's gonna eat the oligarch. Now we want to play the juggler, so we have black mana open. Spectacle. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna keep the swamp in case he has another Basilica Bellhound, so I have something to discard. I really don't want to discard the Thrill. Thinking if I want to play my own scavenger. I mean, I can just sacrifice the fiend, ping the vampire. I think that sounds good. And that'll still allow me to keep the swamp. Sacrifice another creature, yes please. This is interesting. No, I don't think that we want those. I don't want to show them, show him those fiends. And we ping the vampire. Because if I show him all these fiends, then he'll probably side out all his 1 toughness cards. And you wouldn't do that for 1 random fiend. What's the sacrifice creature with... Oh. That hurt. Back to square one. I hope he doesn't have a discard, no. Not sure if I want to sacrifice anything. Probably not. Although, for example, the officer doesn't really do much compared to 5/5 scavenger that allows us to check top of our library. Had I known that to draw our second scavenger, I've of course kept another fiend on top, but well. Sacrifice another creature, yes please. Actually, let's keep both. Could maybe deal last few damage with that vampire. Thinking how many creatures I want to hide with the Battleman. Let's play the Thrall. We want as many flyers as possible. Now we are pushing what, 6 per turn? So if he deals 6 next turn, then the Infiltrator is a lethal. Okay, that's fine. Now he can play the Oligarch. He needs to play the Vampire to lead some life next turn, so hopefully he doesn't have a land. Wow. Wow. He has removal. So he's gonna kill the Thrall, Messenger goes through, kills the token. And now he sacrifices the token. And that also works. Okay. But he's dead. Whenever you may sacrifice another creature. That's fine, that's all that we want to hide. So now the infiltrator attacks. We sacrifice the battlement, and Thrill ends the match. I mean game. So what did we learn about? We learned that Panthers are good. He has the 3/4 flyer that we don't really have a good answer to. And Racketeers are not that good in this matchup. But a Rally to Battle could be good. Yeah, let's get rid of both Racketeers. And we'll play Rally because it looks like we'll end up again in a situation with a full board on both sides. And that overrun could decide the game. Yep, that's nice. And he went down to 6. Don't have a 3-drop, so turn 3 is probably the Guild Gate. If he didn't draw that swamp, I would have started with the Guild Gate, of course. Again. Well, this time we have more than enough cards to discard, and let's send this guy. We need to play the Scavenger and sacrifice something because I have to make sure we are not drawing any more lands. Yeah, looks good. He didn't really have any answers to flyers. So the token is useful as well. I'll pull it. Actually, don't care if it procs the spectacle or not. I knew it. But I had to do this. I needed to check the top of my library. If we had enough cards in hand, I didn't care about top of my library, I would have played the Scavenger only as 3/3 exactly because of the consume. Okay, so now we might be in trouble if he has a land and the angel, because that would get him again 4 life, 3/4 blocker with flying. That looks good. How much mana do we have? Let's play the messenger first. There it is. So far he's drawing the best he has, at least from what we know about. Oh, that works. That is a pretty nice draw. Probably don't have a way how to trade the messenger for the angel. I could trade the token for the angel, but he's gonna block the token with the token. So may as well attack. That sucks. Okay, let's keep the swamp in case he has more discard. Now, the most problematic card is Dead Revels, how it's called. The one that returns 2 creatures from the graveyard. many flyers does he have in the graveyard? 1. Oh, now the flyers are coming. You have what, 18 life? Can you afford to go down to 13? I think we can. Kill the messenger. Great. I was really afraid he's gonna draw the Dead Rebels. I'm not sure about the name, just that he's gonna return 2 creatures from graveyard. That's not bad. Let's keep. And again, opponent going down to 6. What the hell is wrong with this game? Somehow I'm not really having that many problems with mana so far, but I can't even count how many times I mulliganed to 5 or 4, specifically in the Ravnica Allegiance traditional drafts. Okay, are we gonna run into Quench? That would be quite painful here. Yep. Damn it. Or not. Wow, I'm surprised. Let's pump that fiend. I hate trading the officer for the vampire. Well, we don't have a way how to sack the fiend. If I attack with the fiend, you would just let it go. That's not bad. Well, let's risk it. He has counter magic, fine, so be it. But he went down to 5. Okay, let's hope he doesn't have another one. I don't want to attack. I want to keep the Panther, make sure he doesn't attack with the sneak. Okay, and there goes the advantage from that mulligan to 5. And with 2 lands in hand, we are probably dead. Okay, second vampire, I like that. If that's the best play he has right now, then it's fine. Can now kill the vampire at any time, just by sucking the fiend. I think I'm actually gonna do it. Because we draw a card. This is not a bad trade. Yeah, and he will have to sacrifice the sneak. That kinda sucks. We could use the ability real with what we have in hand. Let's play another fiend. Now he knows about all our fiends, so he's gonna side out his vampires. How many lands do we have so far? 6, 8. So there's still 9 in the deck. And he has 6 as well. Okay. All the low mages bindings in the world. This could be a pretty damn good draw. But with my luck, I would say he's just drawn some counter magic. If it's a Quelch, then it's fine. Okay, let's keep an eye on this card. Wow. How does this thing work? Can't be blocked by small creatures. When you play Gate, return it to your hand. Nice. We just lost the Gate Colossus. Because the Watchdog saves it from a removal. We'd have to draw 2 removal cards in a row. And here are the strong cards. Yep, just took us too long to draw something. Does it have trample? No. But dies to the Watchdog. Oh, the top deck that Essence Capture. And that was exactly to save his ass. Are we dead? No, not yet. That's a block. That's a block. I hope I didn't miss trample this time though. This could actually save our life. Thinking if we can somehow survive for long enough. That's fine. I mean, it's another blocker, but... So I can sound the messenger. That is 1 damage. The enforcer and the fiend. The question is, do I still have enough blockers down? Oh, we needed to draw a creature here desperately. Actually, wait, we have to pay. So the creature wouldn't help. Yeah, this is the best we could have done. Although 1 drop would have been nice. If we still have any. So now we take 8 from the Colossus. Yes! Vampire for the win. So, Justica's Portal in, because that drops those auras. Exposed to Daylight in. Twilight Panther in. Drill Bit in. I think I'll get through the Racketeers again. Battlement is horrible for this. And Scavenger... Yeah, probably one Scavenger as well. Because it feels so bad sacrificing a creature and then end up with one of those marks that 3 mana can't attack, can't block, lose all abilities. Okay. Well, hell, that was a tough game after his mulligan to 5. When he managed to draw those cards, then he negated the disadvantage, but he had a slow start because of that mulligan. He's probably just siding out his vampires. Maybe I could have dropped 1 fiend. I probably should have kept the scavenger and dropped 1 fiend. The question is, do you have enough cards to side in actually, instead of your creatures? These decks often have problems with just not enough creatures. Well, I'm gonna keep, but not the best draw ever. I'm not gonna play the priest into Quench. That is fine. I want to save the portal for like something more important. I'm just gonna pass in case he has removal for the vampire. I want to be able to block. Well, he's just playing off-color guild gates. He might have even sided those in just to activate the sneak. Because this is a matchup about card advantage. Make sure we have 2 mana open every time. God. Yep, that was a mistake. Actually, wait. It's not gonna help if he sacrifices the dog in the response, yeah. Submit. One damage to the dog. Take 2 damage, sacrifice your sneak. And we're gonna play the scavenger as a 3/3. The sneak already did the damage. And drawing mana really doesn't help. He can now block because he has card advantage. That's even better. I don't like sacking the vampire. I really don't like doing that, but I have to get rid of the griffin. And we draw a card, so maybe that's the best option that we have here. And let's actually play one land. I may even cycle the Blade Brand at the end of turn, hoping to draw maybe another Thrall. Although I'd be surprised if he didn't have a removal. And that works. Now he can block the Thrall forever. And even kill it, actually. Infiltrator, is that enough? What probably... No, that's not what kills us right away. We take 7. And he stays home. Oh, that's interesting. I don't want to cycle the Blade Brand, because if we draw one of our fiends, that well, kills the knight. At least something. Juggler is fine. Oh man, that's a great draw. Or is it? Can't afford to pay life. I'll just cycle the blade brand. There's also a great draw. We take 4, 7. We can block. Do we play around absorb? Yeah, I think we do. Yes. Damn, that was a tough match. Well, that will have to go back. 5, 4, 4. No, that's too expensive. Well, with 2 lands and scry 1, I'm not sending it back. We just need 1 swamp. That's not exactly a swamp, but it's a black mana. Still slowed us down a lot. But this time we have the Fiend Blightbrand combo. Although I'm afraid the Fiend is just gonna die. The Scorch Mark. Or Carnival, that works as well. Well, I'll just cycle Blade Brand. Might be better to play Taysom. I have to risk it that he doesn't have a way to kill it. And I can at least block the vampire. No, that's not enough. 13. That's gonna be 6, 7. I hate that I'm showing him cards or all my rares in the game where it's very likely we're gonna lose. If I play the juggler, then I have one less turn. Might be better to play the messenger and the fiend. Three. Just needed to find a way to sacrifice the fiend. Probably here. We are dead anyway. 2. Oh wait, you can do that right away. Okay, fine. But we know that he has so many creatures with 1 toughness, so the draw is just a little bit better. Then we should be fine. This shouldn't be a really difficult match. Let's sign in the Panther. I think that's all we need. We're gonna kick Racketeers. Thinking about that Pegasus as well. Maybe I will do it and kick the second Racketeer. Beastly went down to 6 as well. Grotesquely might know we need lands. Would be nice to have, but can't afford to keep it. Wow, that has to go. Now let's play the vampire. He probably has removal for it. But maybe that means he won't be doing anything for one turn. Like me, I mean, he won't cast any creatures again, Carnival. And I'd really like to draw a land next turn. So I'm gonna sacrifice the messenger, we at least have that token. Yep, let's keep both. And again, I'm gladly gonna trade the scavenger for his 2 creatures. Let's hide the Panther. Probably has removed. No, that doesn't even trade for the battlement like this. Good. Okay, we keep everything as it is. And I think in the game where we don't have to mulligan, we have a pretty good chance. We didn't see any flyers. That Guildmage can be a problem. That can be a huge problem. But these creatures have kind of low toughness. Death Touch is a problem. We didn't see that much removal. Okay, it's a very slow draw. But he went down to 6. And we still have a chance to draw something. That's a nice draw. And we have removal for that Guildmage, most importantly. He now starts dropping jugglers. Oh, wow. Do I sacrifice the priest, because we can't trade it for the white. And I really don't want to go down to 13, 11. Yeah, I think I sacrifice the priest. Target creature and kill the damn thing. Sacrifice the creature. Actually, no. Cancel. Next, we're gonna do that in combat. We take 1 damage from the mayhem, but saves us 1 damage from the white. And this, like this, we don't take damage, therefore we don't prog his spectacle. I don't want to block here, because I don't want to risk that he then kills the token and I won't have anything to sacrifice to the scavenger. This is a nice draw. It's a little bit too early to start sacking creatures that infiltrate there. Have to protect my life here. He's probably gonna kill one. Oh. That is big. But 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And pass. Bit too complicated, the math. But next turn we would get 5/5 blocker, Scry 2, and then the turn after that, once you get the Vampire on board, you would lead some life back. He'd lose that 6/5 Ogre, and then he wouldn't be able to attack, so kind of needed to draw a removal. And if he knows his deck doesn't have, or knows that he doesn't have a removal for 6/7 Vigilance, then yeah. Okay, so what we want to see for this matchup are probably our Death Touch Cats. What is it? Gruel. Wow, with the rhythm. Okay, so then we also need something to destroy enchantments. That works quite well. Problem is that the Grotesque Demise might be a dead card here. With the rhythm, everything is gonna be just so big. Fine. Does it have trample? Yeah. Thinking if I can just win this because of the priest. Is it non-token creatures? No, 2 other creatures. That's bad. I'll just force him to sack. So these are other creatures. Yeah. Oh, we have the combo. Huh. Let's see how it works. Now he won't be able to adapt. And that means I can use Grotesque Demise. Sure, I will gladly trade. Okay, let's see if he has another creature, perhaps. I need to wait for another creature. Great. Next turn, we should be able to make 2 for 1. But it'd be nice to see if you could stop drawing lands. Now the card that would really, or cards that would really screw this up would be some instant removal. God, how many is that? 10? And in case there's some kind of board clear, let's play the messenger as well, because that leaves the token behind. Okay, good. I really enjoyed this game. So we want second Panther. Then we want Exposed Daylight. I think that's it. What do we want to get rid of? We want the Battlement, we want the Juggler. I think I'll again get rid of Racketeers. They're just too slow. Yep, that should be fine. I'm gonna keep on draw, I think. But it's definitely risky. We don't have any early plays. Oh, now we have one. But desperately need planes. There it is. Is he thinking about some removal? That sucks. Because that means we won't get the Juggler next turn. I Thinking if it's worth it. Probably not. We have to save it for his big creatures. Just trade the officer. That works as well. Not the most mana effective play, but I'm hoping that's gonna stop the attack. We save 4 life, and I'll be able to attack next turn that he won't block and play the juggler. Okay, that has to die. Probably has a way. No, I thought he would have a way how to save the Beastmaster. Can't do anything because basically I'm hoping that he's gonna try to pump up the hybrid. 12. Come on, land. There it is. But that's the reason why he didn't pump him. Okay. I hate doing this. I don't have a choice. Or maybe I do. It depends on what he decides to do. What the hell? Hoping that the vampire is gonna leech the life back. Okay. I'm even thinking about letting him start. No. Let's just hope that we draw a decent hand, and then I think we should be fine. I'm gonna keep. We can play the Enforcer. And if we draw planes, then we have 2 more plays. But come on, I trust the deck. Planes, please. Planes. Don't let me lose to Mana Screw. Okay, it's not gonna be Mana Screw, it's gonna be Color Screw. Scorch Mark would also be pretty bad. Come on, planes. Sure. Let's fight. There is the planes. The Fiend suddenly isn't that good without that touch, but I'll keep the Panther. And he's stuck on 3 lands. Okay. Let's keep pushing. thinking how many 4-drops there are that could still screw this up. There is that 5-5. No, not this one. How much mana does it need to pump up? 6. Let's play the officer. And 1 cat. I want to save the other cat in case there is some kind of board clear. And we actually don't even have mana to play it. There we go. Okay, let's claim the prize. 2100 gems, 6 packs. It's gonna be quite a few packs that we're gonna open now. Come on, got their bones. Well, that's probably nothing. I want some Shocklands or some mythic wild cards. That works quite nicely as well. That's garbage. Rare wild card, I'll take that. That counts as a Shockland. Hero Spellbreak, it's nice. Another constructed playable. Hero of Precinct 1 is garbage. Warrant Warden is garbage. And come on, 1 Shockland. Oh, it's not a Shockland, but it's even better than a Shockland. Okay. Now that was a long run, but 5-0 is really nice, and I enjoyed it. That was a deck that, or the type of deck that I really liked to play with. So I hope that you enjoyed the run as well, and you're gonna join me for the next video again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.